We'd all like to be able to think quickly. That dreaded question about fees, the random challenge from the chairman, the annoyed priority email from the boss. The more urgent something seems, the harder it is to think straight. Strangely, it's not really about how bright we are. It's actually about brain chemistry. Feelings move faster than facts. In other words, our brains are configured to transmit feelings more quickly and easily than cognitions, our thoughts. So once our brains have lots of emotion signals whizzing around them, the thoughts take second place in the traffic situation, and the even more vulnerable subconscious creative processes of our minds are totally jammed out. There are two ways to sort out this catastrophic congestion. The first is to change the dynamic of what's happening in the room, that is causing the feelings that are clogging up our neural pathways. So, for example, if someone drops a bombshell and then says, "What do you think we should do?" we can change the whole setup by saying something like, "That's a really tricky one, and it deserves a good idea. Let's get some on the table right now. And let's start from the anything's possible angle." And then we can reel off quite literally whatever comes to mind. By not accepting the pressure of having to come up with the correct answer immediately, we have told ourselves that it's okay to play with ideas. This anything goes permission is a really good way to engage our subconscious by keeping the linear conscious part of our minds occupied with confidently talking and handling the interpersonal situation in the room. Our second option is to deal directly with the feeling, the panic that has gripped us around having to be immediately impressive, or plausible, believable, well, at least not stupid. I'm uncomfortable about coming up with a watertight answer on the spot. Or, "Ooh, pressure, that's caught me by surprise." Followed by a pause to let our mind appreciate the fact that we've not only just got it off the hook, but that we've given it some time to dig deep into the creative subconscious where the really good stuff is waiting to be unpacked and played with. Thinking on our feet is really an exercise in managing expectations, managing emotions, and priming our subconscious mind to come out to play. And with practice, we can learn to see these moments not as threatening occasions to avoid, but as unexpected, challenging games full of interesting possibilities. I'm Paul Fury, and that was How to Think on Your Feet.